All right, good morning, folks. We're looking at an April 25th, 2023 date, and we have a new payment system confirmed. You know, it's just hilarious. On a daily basis now, we're getting confirmation of the new payment system, countries going to gold-backed currencies, a reset, restructuring, revaluation underway, pegged to gold. XRP, we got a couple articles in every single show because we see continued development, continued ODL growth outside of the United States. We're going to cover another country that's firing up the ODL in this episode. And so, as always, I just get a laugh out of the fact that we still got people that are getting left behind. And so, the most basic meme and analogy that we can explain the situation is literally, the train has left the station and some people are just going to get left behind. But without further ado, we know that this audience will not get left behind, tapped in, and it's an absolute pleasure to come at you guys this morning. We got a quick update for you. Let's get right on into it. Okay, guys. So right now we're looking at this, going through the current events. Moscow to host Turkey, Syria, Russia, Iran meeting on April 25th. Buddy, little friends over there getting together, doing deals. Along with this one, Russia is launching a payment system with no restrictions. Digital currencies will be completely unrestricted. How about that one, folks? Russia is launching a payment system with no restriction. Digital currencies will be completely unrestricted. Now, back into the United States where the embarrassment continues. Joe Biden's impeachment is likely, says GOP Representative Tim Burchett. Corruption involves some bad things. Some bad things with the Biden family. Now, continuing on, banking crisis in the United States. First Republic Bank reports total deposits of $104.5 billion, well below expectations of $136.7 billion. First Republic Bank deposits are now down 40% from their levels before the banking crisis. First Republic has also announced that about 25% of their workforce will be laid off. The worst part is the $104.5 billion deposit total includes the $30 billion that large banks deposited. So this includes $30 billion that large banks put in there to save them. If you net out this $30 billion, First Republic has lost over $100 billion in deposits, about 57% decline since pre-banking crisis. More proof that the system is being challenged. And as I reported last night, Jim Rickard says that the number of unrealized losses at these banks is now 800 billion. It was 600 billion. Jim Rickards is reporting 800 billion. Somewhere in the middle there, right, we can find the total number, and it's actually much worse than that. And as you're seeing with the deposits here too, see, the unrealized losses is separate from the deposits getting drained by this much at some of these regional banks. And so we just are reiterating the point here that the banking crisis is not over. Stay safe. And so what are we doing? You know, cash on hand, cash in multiple bank accounts, no more than 250,000 in any one bank account. I know some of you guys got that problem because you got M's in the bank account. Okay. So no more than 250,000 FDIC insurance coverage in any one account, cash on hand. And you already know the deal. And we've been stacking it like crazy. That shiny little metal with along with our gold and along with our utility cryptocurrencies. But let's continue here, folks. So right on into the crypto news. Take a look. Once again, we got these Bitcoin whale addresses that have been dormant for years have finally woken up. And it wasn't just one. It wasn't just a couple. 3 whales with a combined 8,000 Bitcoin worth 225 million have woken up in just 5 days. Now, it's interesting because sometimes you'll see this, you know, once a week, once a month, you'll see a whale wallet, you know, it's been dormant for years, go active, especially during, you know, market conditions like this. But we've seen 3 whales with a combined 8,000 Bitcoin have woken up in just the past 5 days. And the giant whale with 79,000 Bitcoin worth 2.19 billion has been dormant for 12 years. The price when he received, or he or she, we don't know what they are, right? Received Bitcoin when it was only 93 cents. How about that? Yeah, I was just dollar cost averaging back into Bitcoin when it was back under $1. And so we're going to continue to watch this one, not trying to spread fear, FUD, but let's watch that closely. Now, we share this one. Paul Grewal, we shared it last night. Coinbase deciding to file an action here against the SEC. We filed a narrow action in the U.S. Circuit Court to compel the SEC to respond yes or no. Now, they should know that the SEC and good guy Gary Gensler don't do yes or no questions, right? To a rulemaking petition we filed with them last July asking them to provide regulatory guidance for the crypto industry. The SEC is required by law to respond to petitions within a reasonable time, but they have not yet responded to our petition from last July, which is why we filed our action in court yesterday. So there you have it. He says, it's obvious that there's a lack of clarity among our regulators regarding crypto, as even the chair of the SEC has declined to say which crypto assets are securities, right? He wouldn't answer yes or no on Ethereum being a security. The crypto industry and its users need clear laws and rules to follow that are built for a new technology. Enforcement actions based on inapplicable securities laws aren't the answer. And we do agree. And Coinbase finally getting their act together, finally coming along. And we see MetaLaw Man shares this. He says this case will move much faster than SEC versus Ripple because it starts off in the Court of Appeals, not the U.S. District Court. There will be no discovery and no trial per se. There will be briefing, then an oral argument by the lawyers. That's it. Should take months, not years. So, Coinbase fighting the good fight for the good guys now that their business has been hindered, right? To the point here where they're finally having to file a lawsuit against the SEC. And now we see Mr. Huber shares this one. I thought this was hilarious. Joseph Lubin just filed an amicus brief in support of the SEC. So, Joseph Lubin, he's one of the guys, one of the pals of the SEC. An Ethereum co-founder praises Gary Gensler as a shining knight of decentralization. We got some terms, we got some phrases to describe people that kiss the behind of folks like this, but I'll just hold back my comments. But it's embarrassing. On behalf of the United States, Ethereum and everyone involved in the free pass should be ashamed of themselves. Consensus CEO Lubin, SEC isn't hurting crypto innovation. I mean, it's just absurd. It's just absurd, and it's just sick. And they need to do better than that. And hopefully this thing gets completely exposed. And we hope, maybe the Coinbase action will get something here. We got the Ripple versus SEC. Just remember, folks, it's been painful, the bear market, the recession, but we are very close. We are very close to being set free. Even if this takes, till the end of the year, we're here. We're close. Okay, so take advantage of the opportunities while they're low. If the price is right for you, if you're dollar cost averaging, if you still have conviction, if you still believe, and if you're still seeing developments like we are, I'm about to show you guys developments with Ripple, XRP, ODL, and other utility cryptocurrencies continuing to develop, continuing to grow and expand the network during a bear market, I'm still buying these dips. What was the most recent one? Bittrex gets sued by the SEC. Algorand's a security. Algo drops. I buy that dip. Thank you very much. Now let's fight the legal battle while I pick up the coins on the other end. So shout out to, and this is hilarious, is that Fred Rispoli filed the class action lawsuit against Coinbase for our Songbird and Flare. And Fred Rispoli's also filed kind of a similar motion against the SEC as well that Coinbase just did. And so now you literally have Fred Rispoli and Coinbase kind of fighting the same fight here. And so hopefully we can unite as a crypto community and we can get regulations passed here in the United States, because it is absolutely ridiculous. And you can see the Wall Street folks that are behind, that backed, no pun intended, want nothing to do with XRP, and they've tried to replace it so hard. Listen to this clip here, folks. Wheezy shares this one. Listen to the backed CEO Gavin Michael get pressed on XRP and his response. The lawsuit was used as a weapon. Listen in here, folks.
The crypto space through Bitcoin.
Can I ask about one digital currencies in particular, which is XRP, created by Ripple? Obviously, it's under some pressure right now from regulators.
Now, as always, when they talk about XRP, they get the facts wrong. This was not created by Ripple. It was created by Jed McCaleb, Arthur Brito, and David Schwartz before Ripple even existed, right? It was called the Ripple Payment Network, right? But the company Ripple did not exist. But once again, we're just correcting them on some technical nuances that they always seem to get wrong, whether it's misinformation, disinformation. But let's continue.
Coinbase has dropped it from its exchange. Does BACK currently support trading of?
It's not on our platform, no.
Because of the controversies or for some other reason?
It's just not on our platform.
But there must be a reason. It's the third largest market cap cryptocurrency in the world.
We entered the crypto space through Bitcoin, and that was the first currency we've made available. We have others that are scheduled to come on board as part of the product development, but XRP is not available.
Is XRP one of those that are scheduled to come on at some point? Is it on the roadmap?
No, it's not coming on at all.
And that's fine. That's fine. But I just love that we've now reached an inflection point where people who give pathetic little answers like this, are starting to lose, are starting to get exposed. because it's just a joke, to respond in that way. These folks, they come on here on their high horse, on their moral high ground. Oh, we don't touch XRP because we're pure. We got in because of Bitcoin. Dude, it's the third largest market cap, and at one point it actually surpassed Ethereum, has way more utility. All of the incumbents have tried to replace it and failed. So why don't you just step down a little bit and answer the questions directly? God, I'm so glad to see that we've reached a recession that's squeezing out this BS. Folks like that. Now, obviously, they're big Wall Street players, so they're probably not going anywhere. But I'll tell you what, I got no room. I got no patience when in a business negotiation, in a conversation, when somebody's talking like that, the dance around, and then the moral high ground that some of these folks takes is absolutely pathetic. And that's why I'm so excited to see XRP Ripple put a dent in the universe, and to see a utility cryptocurrency actually growing amidst all the attacks, all the misinformation, all the disinformation against all of these snobby little Wall Street puppets, little guys like Joseph Lubin, little pathetic guys, really. And I'll just leave my comments at that. Let's continue on. But what do we have here in the cryptocurrency space, folks? A lot of folks saying sell in May and go away may apply, but Rand Neuner shares this. He says, actually, the data for crypto says otherwise. If you look at the returns for June through September for the last 11 years, 6 would be better off selling and 5 not. So it's pretty close to even. But in the 5 up years, the upswing was way more aggressive than the drawdowns. Excuse me. But in the 5 up years, the upswing was way more aggressive than the drawdowns. Conclusion: don't sell in May. Now, I'm not here to give financial advice. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just going to reiterate the point that we're in an unprecedented situation with the banking crisis met with a worldwide debt, currency, and liquidity crisis. Okay, so it's not just in the United States. This is across the whole, country, the whole world, I should say. And we're not done. We're not into the clear yet. And so we're in an unprecedented situation. So anything can happen here. We're prepared. We stay with dry powder on the sidelines. But I'm watching some things with XRP, with silver, with gold, where they could have one last pullback. We could have one major last pullback. But folks, remember, it happens so quickly. It's not going to last for long. And just remember where we're at. Zoom out for a second. Consider all of the regulations, all of the laws, new lawsuit by Coinbase, SEC about to lose to Ripple. We are so dang close. So even if we get that temporary pullback, right? Something bad, catastrophic happens, another black swan, another white swan, whatever we want to call it, right? It's not going to last long. And these exchanges aren't going to have much liquidity when you try to get your order to go through. So that's why I don't really wait to try to time the absolute bottom of these dips. I'll set an order in. If my order goes through, I thank God. And then we continue on with our business because, folks, we are so close. Now, let's tune in here, folks, because we got this breaking news. New Ripple publication confirms XRP ODL payments are live in India. Check it out. This one shared by the XRP Daily. Massive, massive. In recent years, Ripple has been working with several Indian banks to improve the efficiency of cross-border payments. India is one of the largest remittance markets, with millions of people sending money back to their families and loved ones every year. However, the current cross-border payment system in India is slow and expensive, with high transaction fees and long settlement times. This is where Ripple technology comes in. Ripple offers a solution that can reduce transaction fees and settlement times, making it easier and cheaper for people to send and receive money cross-border. So we know about that. Several Indian banks have already started using Ripple's blockchain technology to improve cross-border payment systems. For example, Axis Bank, one of India's largest private sector banks, has partnered with Ripple to use its blockchain technology for real-time international payments. The bank is using Ripple's platform to facilitate faster and more secure cross-border payments, enabling customers to transfer funds instantly to other countries. Similarly, Yes Bank, another leading private sector bank in India, has also partnered with Ripple to leverage its blockchain technology. The bank has integrated Ripple's platform into its own banking system, allowing customers to make international payments quickly and easily. Other Indian banks, including Kotak, Mahindra Bank, and IndusInd Bank, have also expressed interest in using Ripple's technology to improve their cross-border payment system. Ripple's technology is particularly beneficial for Indian banks because it enables them to bypass the traditional correspondent banking network, which can be slow and costly. Instead, Ripple provides a direct, secure, and cost-effective way for banks to make international payments, reducing the time and cost involved in the process. Now remember, India, part of the BRICS. Russia also trialed XRP back in the day, Sberbank, one of the oldest banks in Russia. And so I'll let you guys take the speculation from there. Right, we have 19 new countries that tried to that have applied to join BRICS. We covered that last night. Now you see the ODL firing up in India. Another side note that I have to make when I talk about India is the fact that that country alone purchased 400 million ounces of silver last year. Thank you very much. Loading up the vaults over there in India. 400 million ounces bought by India, 237 million ounce deficit. We were short. On top of that, they're eating up the silver. Now they're eating up the XRP, flipping the switch, firing up the liquidity. And if it's good enough for one BRICS nation, well, I'll let you take the speculation from there, folks. So just hang tight and remember that we are very, very close. Now we have an interesting here little development. Are you an entrepreneur building on the XRP ledger? Check out the XRP Accelerator, a 12-week cohort-based program designed to help you accelerate your vision. Cohort 1 applications now open through May 1st, built on the XRP ledger. So if you are an entrepreneur trying to build on the XRP ledger, they have this program. And if you are successful, you can potentially get, I think it's a $50,000 grant. And then you also would have the potential to pitch to VC funding to get additional funding as well. Okay. So if you are building on the XRP ledger, or if you're like myself and you're waiting to build on the XRP ledger till I see Ripple defeat the SEC and we get some regulations and crypto clarity here in the United States, right? Something to consider here. More grants, more programs. This one put forward here by the XRP ledger developers, okay? And, this is what we need. Because I'm not going to cover it here in today's episode. I saw another project that dropped off that is abandoning the XRP ledger. And there was some video game. They created some video game on the XRP ledger. And this is what I warned about, is that, guys, just because it's built on the XRP ledger doesn't mean it's going to be successful. And it doesn't mean that it's a legit project either. There's been a lot of scams, a lot of BS put on the XRP ledger because it's open source, permissionless technology that anybody can use. So, of course, the bad actors show up. And then, of course, the people show up trying to build a video game that wasn't impressive. And you're not going to move the needle. It's going to be a tough ride. What I'm interested, though, is to see the folks that are able to survive this bear market, and then the folks that are able to take advantage of programs like this are going to be leading the way as we come out of this, as we come out of the uncertainty, the clarity, the clouds, the storm. Those who've been able to survive and those who are able to continue building are going to be able to thrive in this next bull run. And so that's what I'm excited for in XRP Vegas is I'm going to be moderating a panel speaking with two projects that have launched their own products that are continuing to build in a bear market. And that's what we want to see. And that's what I'm really looking forward to here in Vegas is learning more, getting in a room with more people, more folks that are taking that initiative, building on the XRP ledger and trying to make something happen because I do respect it. All things considered here in the United States, I really do respect the fact that there are some entrepreneurs and some builders who are not afraid of the SEC. And I hope that they have good lawyers helping them do things the right way because we know what's happening here in the United States. But nonetheless, it's not stopping XRP Accelerator program here for developers on the XRP ledger. It's not stopping the on-demand liquidity outside the United States. And the setup is so simple. Even looking at the most basic conservative charts, we go somewhere fun. So let's finish off with two technical analysis points here, folks. Let's look at these charts. EG Reg Crypto, we get an XRP epic drop to $350. What do you mean? An epic drop to $350? Well, that's because we're going to be looking at the inverted chart. He says one effective way to remove our bias is by using an inverted chart. The inverted chart makes it easy for our visuals to comprehend the fall since we are psychologically content with falling objects. Remember this, when 1.4 gate is opened, then bears will be smashed by the bulls because the gate cannot be closed by the bears. So once we go past $1.40, we're never coming back. Is that what EG Reg Crypto is saying right here? XRP will have its epic drop, but a drop that will make some millionaires and billionaires. XRP Army, stay ready. Let's take a look at the chart. That's the inverted chart. So you see it's coming down, right? This takes away or kind of removes our bias. And you see we are at a critical inflection point. Critical inflection point here. Getting ready to make that next move. And he says once we break through $1.40, the gate cannot be closed. And we're heading down here. He has $370. Now, you see this 702 retracement that he has here goes all the way down here. This is like between $33 and $85, right? So I mean, EG Reg Crypto has this going well into the double digits, which it's funny because when I share stuff like this, I'll get people that say, I'm not selling anything at $50. Anything less than $1,000 is a joke. And then on the other hand, we get the haters and the trolls who show up and say that XRP is never going to hit all-time high again. Okay, I don't care. I'm just sharing a guy's chart, and it gets me excited. Okay, it makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. Have a little fun. You guys need to chill out there. And everybody gets offended, of course, when I share crypto bulls charts. No matter how impatient you are, no matter how much you whine and cry, XRP is still setting up for a gigantic move, just like in 2017. It's undeniable, folks. Anybody who doesn't have, who leaves their bias at the door, whether they're a Bitcoin maxi, whether they're Ethereum maxi, whether they're a meme coin trader, or just a hater in general of XRP, it's undeniable. No matter how much we whine, no matter how much we cry, as long as we remain patient, the breakout is inevitable. And that's what I tell my community. See, we get so caught up in the timelines and the riddles and the decodes and the moon dates, and we just lose focus of the inevitable events. If we know an event is inevitable, we can prepare and invest accordingly. Now, can you be affected by mistiming it? Absolutely. If you think that something's going to happen and you position yourself and it doesn't happen for a few years, like we've, done with our XRP investment, you may have some opportunity lost. Absolutely. I missed out on Pepe last week. I missed out on the memes. I missed out on the NFTs. But what's happened? My bag of XRP has grown substantially. And so upon breakout, we go somewhere conservative. We go back to all-time high, $3, $4, $5. It's a life-changing move. We go to $50. We're having a little fun. And if we go to 3 digits, the rest is history. I don't have financial advice for you. I don't have a prediction. I just like to show these guys on the charts and where they think this thing's going. And for me, if we're 10% right about this whole story with XRP, it's a life-changing opportunity and it's going to help us build generational wealth. That's what we're here to do. If you guys appreciate this content, please smash that thumbs up for me on the way out. And if you want to, head on over to our community by heading on over to my website. You sign up for the Patreon. That gets you access to the Discord. And we are running a special right now. When you sign up for 1 year of the Patreon in advance, you get 16% off your membership fees. And then you also get a free 30-minute one-on-one session, me and you. We can chop it up and talk about whatever you want. Take advantage of that opportunity while it's lasting. We have had more people sign up here recently. And so as my schedule fills up, we're going to be cutting that deal off here sometime next month. So take advantage of it while it's still here. Smash that thumbs up for us on the way out. If you need gold, you need crypto, wallets, it's all over at my website. And we appreciate everyone for supporting the channel here. God bless you all. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you.